gonna continue on our web crawler. We didn't finish relative URL to absolute URL. So we also have print root URL. And I want to validate that that's happening. Hold on 1 second. I want to print the relative URL. This is what I want to do real quick. Where is that at here? Print. All right, I want to make sure that that's actually happening. Is it? Yes, perfect. Okay, perfect. So we have the relative URL. Perfect. So now we need to confirm that when the URL is put into this function, it will always include the root. It always includes the root. That's what we got to do. So I need to see if URL, if root URL in, let's see, how about this? We got to say not, if not in, okay, URL. Then we got to do something. We need to append the URL, the root URL here. We got to do that. Although I need to think about that for a moment because it's not always going to work. Are building a web scraper in Python, and we are just making some adjustments. Today, the plan is we want to add the ability to deal with relative paths, max lips, and then domain locking, which is basically we're doing these two together right now. We're doing these two together right there. These two right here, you guys. So we're going to paste that in. So this is going to be URL. All right, URL's there. And then we're going to say URL, and we'll double up on that right there. All right, so done. Actually, what we should do is indent that to make it legible. We got to make it legible because this is, wait, before we do that, we're going to do that here. We got to do that here. Okay, perfect. All right, URL. So while, although I think that should be fine. Did it work? We did it. Wait, hold on. Wait, I saw a bug. Hold on, what? CDN. Okay, here we go. Okay. So now what we got to do is we have to, obviously this is a problem right here, right? You see this is a problem right here. We got to fix that. We could fix that right there. We're going to fix that. Computer coding is the only class I failed in college. I had to redo it, Nathan. It is tough. Don't get me wrong. It's a tough thing until it's not. Steven, there's a library function for URL conversion. You could use it. You're probably right, Savon. We should definitely use it. I like to code everything from scratch, mostly because this is a learning stream. So coding everything from scratch, I think, is beneficial. You could just import a library and do the easy button, which is what I do often. I do that so much. I do that a lot. We got the URLs. We sure. What we got to do is we got to fix this right here. Let me pull this in. All right. So to do, we have to fix that right there. That's a problem. We got to fix this right here. We got to fix that. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to remove, we need to detect. What we need to do is detect if it's not a root domain. That's what we got to do. We got to detect if it's not the root domain. So how do we do that? Relative URL to absolute URL, which we did. We did that part. Now we just need to detect if there's a domain in front. So we could say if there is an HTTPS. Okay, so how about this? All right, so if, let's see, HTTP in URL. Okay. So if it is a fully qualified absolute URL and and not root URL in URL, right? Then this is a problem URL, right? This is a problem URL. So we should return none. I think maybe, right? I think that's what it is. I think that's what we got to do. Skipping. So print. So we're going to print skipping URL because it is outside the domain. And then we will say, where's it? URL. Perfect. Okay. Good to me. We'll make this an F string right here. So that way it formats it. Skipping URL because outside the domain. Outside of the root domain URL. So did we do the trick? Will that get fixed? Did we fix it? Let's try it. Let's see. All right. Looks like it's working. I don't see it. Did it say skip? Let's go see. Let's see. Question mark skip. Yep, skipping URL because it's outside the domain. Look at that. Hey, we know how to program, don't we? We know how to program for... So we print no URL, sleeping good, may have been print. If not, okay, continue. If URL already continue, okay. Oh, look at that. All right, limit number of URLs and max depth. All right, so how do we do max depth? I suppose what we could do is we could add a tuple or an object into the URL queue, detect where the current is, and when we're fetching, I think that's what we should do. Current depth. The current depth. That's what we'll do. And when we're passing it in to the put URLs, we're going to throw this in as a dictionary. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to define a function. Here we go. I would like to... How do we want to do this? Yes, let's just do a def. We'll just do a def. We'll say def add URL. And we'll say URLs, and then we'll say the URL, and then we'll say current depth. There we go. So URLs dot put. Let me double check. Is it puts or put? Yeah, put. Okay, perfect. Add URL, and then we'll do the root URL. Perfect. Depth is 1. What was the other thing that we had here? Depth. Okay. Oh, right. And the URLs. Got it. All right. So URLs. And then depth. All right, so it's actually, we should start at 0 is what we should do. We start at 0. I think it's better. Add URLs, put URLs, and we'll say, we'll do this in an object so it's easier to read. Make it keeping simple, making it modified. All right, so the URL will be the URL. Okay, and then I think we should also say the depth is the depth. We're just gonna keep it simple. Depth equals depth. We'll put commas at the end of there. Good to go. That's it. That's it. We don't need to return anything. We're done. We're done with that function. Let's see the URLs. Let's see here. URLs dot put. All right. So this will be a put. Instead of doing a put, we have to say add URL, and we'll say link, and then we need to pages. All right. So in adding to pages as well, we also need to include the current. What do you call it? Index, I guess. The current depth is what we got to do. Is your code snippets ready that you are copy pasting? If you want to copy paste it, we're coding everything by hand. This is all by scratch. This is all from scratch. All right, so add URL, a link. In the link, we need to, let's see, URLs. Okay, looks good there. So we don't put that anymore. This is a to-do item. To-do, we need depth. We need the depth right there. Okay, perfect. So, put, okay, add URL, looks good to me, Oh, pages, okay, we gotta do the same thing with pages. See, add page. Def add, do we need to? No, yes, we do, because when we add the page, we need to know what the depth is, so that way when we add the URL that we find from the anchor tag, we are able to copy that over. Pages, page, depth. And we'll do the same thing like this. Let's see here, but we'll call it pages. We'll say page, and this is just it's just another link. It's just another link. Depth looks good to me. Page, perfect, perfect. How's it going there, Sky0189? Good to have you here. What's the project name, Solomon? This is a web scraper. It's next. Yeah. Okay. All right. Seems fine to me. So that's why we called it page and we didn't call it URL. Okay. So this will be pages, and then we need the text, and then we need depth. To do depth. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Yes, it's Python. You got it. Hey, Mr. Lacrit. Good to see you. Welcome on in. And not Vlad, YouTube. Welcome on in. Thank you for subscribing. Good to have you here. Good to have you here, you guys. All right. We're making our way. Let's see. Did I get this right? Is that right? Okay, so now when we run the gets, we have to do something special. Okay. So where's the get at? Where's the get? URL, the empty, sleep, go. Okay, relative URL. Get URL. All right, we have to do something special here. All right, so this is the URL obj. Paste. Okay. And so this will be URL obj, and we will name it the URL there. So we actually pass back in the actual URL. Looks good. Hey, max URLs, blah, blah. All right, so add URLs. Okay, so see here. What's this? Total URLs captured plus equals 1. If total URLs greater than, let's see, where's our max at? What we're going to do is we're going to make this also, we're going to put these at the top as well. I think we're going to bring this at the very top here. All right, up here, and we will capitalize them, indent them properly, and we will copy this like this. Okay, then we need to say we're not going to put a condition that's currently highlighted on screen. Will we hit it? I feel like we might. I feel like we might hit it because it's only 100 URLs. I feel like we might. So I think so. However, I could be wrong because we did see a problem earlier where our URLs stopped getting processed. They stopped processing. Although that might have been there might have been a reason behind that. So we could look into it. Probably because we eliminated the scan the entire internet thing. That might be a reason why. Also, we might have a problem with fetching pages that don't have a fully qualified relative URL when we make it to an absolute URL. So there's another problem that could be there as well. Do we stop after NURLs? Yes, that's what we're doing. Exactly. You got it, AAA. That's what this is right here. Stop after we hit a certain condition, the maximum number of URLs. Which site are you scraping? I'm scraping my own website. Pubnub.com right here. I'm scraping it right here. So let's go 0. Let's pull this over here. All right. So this is my website. So we start right here. So that way we keep things, you know, not legally gray, legally safe because it's my website. Hey people, you still live? Yeah, we are, Colin. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you back. Welcome back. Can you scrape a whole internet and get data? Yeah. Yep, exactly, Ram. Exactly. That's where the real capture gold is. All right, you guys, let's see if we hit the condition. Let's see if we hit the condition. Here we go. Well, you know what? That doesn't count. It needs to run first. It needs to run, obviously. Total captured URLs. What cannot access local okay, so global. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. On the web scraper, for the most part, we could do more if we wanted to. Let me commit it to Git real quick so that way you can see where we're at on it. And then Git status, Git add web scraper, Git commit, -m. We added stopping condition with max URLs global var. Push to main. Push to